What up, fam? Welcome to another night of Backstage Business. It's Executive View presents everything WWE on our Wednesday nights. What up, fam? How we doing today?
Chilling. I'm good. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to see my gracias amigo housing. How you doing, Corey?
I mean, this is nice. We actually got a host tonight.
Hey,
Wow.
thanks,
Wow.
Corey.
This is
Oh,
nice.
I love it when we're a team, right? So it's my turn to step up to the plate today. Of course, we
I mean,
don't. We do
you
this
don't think
with
I'm a host? I'm not a host. Is that what you're trying to say,
Nah,
Corey?
you are serious. Y'all like to kick people out.
Corey knows I'm not going to do that, and he just knows that means we get to tag team you tonight, villain.
Wow. Usually pay double for that kind of action. I'm just saying, but
You just, no matter what I say, you can't kick me out. So I'm kind of excited about that.
I
Okay.
see. I'm not the one that kicks people out. You can, that's serious. He's diabolical with how he handles the backstage stuff. So me, I'm the friendly villain. I'm everybody's amigo housing. So I don't kick
You're
people
the
out.
Amigo House, and that's right. We know that Aaron is not with us tonight. He is out in Vegas doing Vegas things. So we're missing him, but we'll definitely see him back next week for the show.
Who's
So we
Speak for
missing?
got
yourself. I don't miss him.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure we was on the same page.
Yeah, exactly. I don't miss him.
now, y'all. I'm gonna be gone for like 3 weeks in June, so I need y'all to miss me while I'm gone, since you don't miss
Oh,
the series.
That's different.
that's a given. That's a given.
Well, we got a lot to talk about. Let's get started, y'all. We got some big things that happen on SmackDown, big things that happen on Raw. Let's talk about SmackDown first. I mean,
Mhm.
Corey is a happy camper right now. I know we've been looking about some Ravens gear for the last since Friday night. So let's talk about Cody Drew. I mean, Corey, tell us, what did you think about that match and everything that's a result of it?
I think it was predictable. Like we all felt like Cody was going to win, but I don't feel like at any time in that match they gave us any false finishes or anything that made it actually feel like Cody was going to lose. And I kind of feel like Drew didn't deserve to go out that way. They could have done a better job of making us believe that Drew had a chance. It felt like a basic SmackDown or Raw match. There was nothing special to it. Um, Even when Drew won the title, we got Jacob interfering. I just don't like the way it ended. It never felt competitive in my opinion.
Mm-mm.
Which I mean, for my sake, I was happy about, but as a fan, it's like Drew ain't deserved to go out like that.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think, villain? Amigo Hausen?
I mean, I can kind of see. I can. God, yes. Yeah, I kind of understand what you're saying, Corey. I kind of agree. Like the way it kind of finished, we knew going in it was going to be Cody. Like I feel like all the Cody hate that's coming out here, the Cody crybabies, is ridiculous. 2 years ago, you were crying for this guy to be in your main event at WrestleMania, kick the Rock out, and now all of a sudden you're already tired of him. It took you only 2 years. It took you a little bit longer for you get sick of John Cena and get sick of Roman Reigns. So you knew he was going to Mania, the main event. I think the finish could have been a little bit better, but I feel like it was what we knew it was going to happen. Like you got Jacob, and you kind of figured Jacob was going to make his way in. But did you really think Drew, after what Drew's done to keep Cody out, like I think he deserved this kind of ending at the end because he did everything in his power to screw over Cody, and now he got screwed over. I like that compelling storyline of him, and really kind of going against that storyline of like, okay, well, you're not going to get a rematch, but then he got a rematch. You know
Right.
what I mean? So
Right.
that was a little bit crazy, but it was the ending that I wanted. It was the ending I knew was happening, and I want Cody to go to Mania, and I want him. I think it's a better storyline, and it's a better match with him and Randy than Drew and Randy.
I agree because, and I know Stacey loves Drew. Hell, I love Drew. Drew's not
I do
a
too.
he's not a Mania main
Mm-mm.
event.
Mm-mm.
He's
No,
just
it's
not.
not.
No.
But like you got the crowd turning on him. Is it time?
I mean, I think it's time. I
It's
think it's
time.
I
time.
I couldn't disagree more,
We know.
but
We know.
it is what it is.
220,000 dislikes on YouTube.
But because they never did it. John got booed. Roman, that was bots, and I mean it was 1,40,000. It was like people making up fake numbers. I think it was bots. It was clearly not real hate. I mean, you didn't do it to John. You didn't, turn him all that time. I think it worked out just fine. It took a while for them to turn Roman, and I think the way they did it was to his benefit. I don't feel like it's a benefit to turn Cody. I don't feel like it is. But you guys feel how you feel.
What I'm going into Mania,
reality, Go ahead, Corey.
On the way to Mania, do we get heel Randy? Or do we wait to turn Randy, like I said last week, until close to the summertime?
You don't have to turn either one of them. Like, I just don't see it. Like, I think what they're doing with Punk and Roman is clearly picking sides, but I feel like you don't have to do that at these guys' detriment. I just don't.
I feel what you're saying, but the way their characters are set up, especially Randy, somebody's eventually going to get pissed off and turn.
And honestly,
maybe not full-fledged heel, but do something heelish.
Right. And we've seen this tease now for over a year. I mean, I remember with KO, it was the same thing. And even when Randy would come in for the KO promos and things with him and Cody, there was always that hint. There's always been that hint. They've been doing this now a long time. And I think, and I don't think it was bots, honestly, because I've been watching so many other podcasters and content creators, and we are fickle fans. Corey said this probably 2 or 3 podcasts ago. We like the chase. We don't like the finish. Once we've been in what we got and we live in what we wanted, we don't want it anymore. And Cody's a great example of that. He's an amazing QB1. He's doing all these great things. But the reality is, for this storyline and for him having the title, he got it back and people were like, predictable. But even more than that, really, we have to do this again. So I think that it is time that we get some sort of a spice. We've got to get something with this storyline. It's not enough to just have Drew versus Cody. Cody versus Randy. There has to be some spice to this. They're going to have to add some spice to it.
I do feel like part of the problem is Cody's literally there every week. Like, which is why Roman is perfect right now. People hate that he's not there every week, but if he was there every week, you'd get tired of him.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
You're right.
If Cody was there, if Cody was on SmackDown twice a month, even just 3 times a month instead of every week, I don't think it would be this bad.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, and also we've seen him how many times on Raw in the last month. He's also been at Raw a few times, so it's not even that he's in one or the other every week. We've said some weeks where he's been on both brands.
Fans of this company always want to feel like they picked the guy.
Yes.
And it doesn't matter who the champion is. At some point, you're going to turn on him because you're going to feel like the company is pushing him. It's like, what do you want? You want to pick the guy. You picked Cody. This is if you're a Cody fan, you did this. You got to live with it.
Well, and unfortunately,
I look at it. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, unfortunately, I agree, Corey, but the reality is when you put Unreal out and you see Hunter saying, as my QB1, I'm telling you the 27,000 secrets that nobody else is supposed to know, but I'm telling you anyway. That takes that ability of fans saying, we wanted this and we fought for it. Now we have it. It's, this is just what we've been fed. This is what we were told that we wanted. And so we don't want it anymore.
I mean, and I look at it like that too. And I'm like, I don't want to be totally disrespectful to fans, but fans are stupid. They don't know what they want. They don't know what's good for them. I hate saying that because I don't want to disrespect fans and the people that watch our show, but like, every time you get something good, you figure out a way to screw it up. Every time something is going well, all you do is say, what? Like you don't know any better. You don't know what you want. You don't know what you got till it's gone. You booed and you hated Karrion Kross, and then as soon as he's about the contract's up and then he leaves the company, we want Kross. Well, you should have said that before. You know what I mean? Like it's just ridiculous. So I feel like I understand what you guys are saying, that you want somebody to be a heel, you want somebody to turn, but I feel like that script has already been written when Cody first won the belt, and then he went up against Kevin Owens, and Kevin was playing the baby face, couldn't make the critical move to win the belt, and then they finally turned him heel, and then you got really good Kevin Owens heel because Kevin Owens is actually really good. But do you want to have that long play with Randy Orton, who's not going to be around much longer, or you want that play with Cody Rhodes, who is the face of your company, kisses the babies, makes all the appearances? Like, what? I don't see the long game with that.
I do. I hear what you're saying, but I feel like Cody is a natural heel, and I feel like Cody can still the way wrestling is in 2026. Cody can still be the face of the company as a heel.
That's right.
Hell, I don't watch AEW, but I love MJF. MJF is full-fledged heel at all times.
Yep,
he's the face of AEW. So you don't have to be this baby face. The kids are still gonna love Cody.
But does he sell tickets? Yeah, does MJF sell out? Like, I mean,
he might not sell. Like, he sells whatever AEW is doing because that's literally. I mean, I don't know what business they're doing, but they're there for him.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're doing better business than they've been doing before. I mean, I remember seeing them; they had a lot of empty seats. They're in smaller arenas, but they're packing the arenas, which is looking pretty good. I mean, Collision's on right now, and I think they're on a upswing. I can't front on it. I was watching a little bit today. But that's what I mean. Like, there's a difference between MJF being the face of AEW and Cody being the face of WWE. And there's a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely.
But I would say too, though. You said that will Cody heel sell tickets? Absolutely, because here's the difference. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, you'd go to a Raw and go to a SmackDown, and you'd see hundreds and thousands of families. I was just at Raw a month ago. And I didn't see but maybe a handful of families. You look around the crowd and it's all adults. So we're not spending money as families anymore. So there's nothing that adult crowd loves than a flip. Sure. Right? We get bored. We get bored one way or the other. So it's not about the families. Great. He'll sell some merchandise. He'll still sell merchandise as a heel.
The biggest star of all time in the company. You can't tell me if he was heel or face is Austin.
That's right.
But Austin's character was a heel, but the demographic, the demographic they were targeting was like 13 to 35-year-old men.
Yeah.
Go back to that target audience. That's your target audience. I understand you want the kids. The kids are gonna come. They've already bought into Cody. They love Cody. So now those kids are getting older. Cody's been here for 4 years now. Those kids that were 10 and 11 when he first started are now 15, 16-year-old young men. So it's like a heel turn is what they want too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Think about this way. You think about DX. All three of us here are hardcore Shawn Michaels fans. And we loved him as an arrogant face.
Yep.
When DX rolled out, they were diabolical. And we were all getting in trouble for telling everybody and their mamas to suck it. All of us.
Yeah. I mean, one of my favorites of all time that would sell out every building is a heel Ric Flair.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, Nature Boy, heel Ric Flair selling out NWA, down south in Crockett organization. Like, that's peak Ric Flair. And you paid it, but I don't know if would you pay to see Cody get beat up? So I don't want to belabor this because I know you got other points, but just think about that. Like, Ric Flair, you paid to see the baby face beat him up, but he would always win. Is Cody on that level where you would pay to see him get beat up, but he would always win?
Absolutely.
I equate a heel Cody if they do it. First of all, I've been watching clips of heel Cody. Cody could probably be the biggest heel since maybe Flair. Cody as a heel.
Roman.
I think me. That's my GOAT. I think if Cody was to turn heel, he could be a better heel than what Roman was.
I would agree.
We'll see. I mean,
because it's reminiscent of the Shawn Michaels and the Ric Flairs because it's the arrogance. It's everybody's been saying now for a year it equates it to Homelander. It's the I did this. You guys built me. You made me into this. You made me.
That's a real quick flip. You're not getting a build to that. You know what I mean? Like,
we're still getting teases all the time for it.
banging the steel steps, kissing babies, and then all of a sudden the arrogant. I don't know. It's just, I feel like you're gonna.
It doesn't happen before Mania, but it could happen to him crashing out because he loses to Randy.
I think
But
the
I feel like
loser,
in
like I
respect-
said, like I said last week, I think there's a rematch of SummerSlam, and I think whoever loses
Yep.
on the way to SummerSlam turns.
I
It
agree.
doesn't matter which one. One of them's gonna. I don't think either one of them turned by Mania, but I think after Mania somebody's gonna crash out, and I think it's gonna be Cody because I really think Randy's winning at Mania.
I agree.
I just really have a bad vibe about how they flipped Cena. The heel turn was great, but the flip didn't make sense, and it was quick and out of left field. So that's why I hesitate. But I listen. You
Hey,
guys.
I don't think it was out of left field because we saw it coming before. I was telling Aaron before that they were going to flip Cena because he wanted to be a heel. He wanted to be able to retire, but the reason why it didn't make sense is because it was too predictable. With the Randy Cody road, we don't know where it's going to go. Whichever one turns, it's not like we know that they have a finite amount of time that then the other one's going to retire at SummerSlam like we did with Cena, and that was the problem all along.
And for them, there's a built-in story there where you could justify either one of them turning on the other one.
Yeah.
Hell, all you gotta do is play. If you want to turn Cody, all you gotta do is play the clip of Randy slapping the hell out of Dusty.
Yeah. And the reality is they don't have to turn him heel.
Yeah.
He can be heel versus Randy.
Yeah.
He can be vendetta to Randy. And that's the thing where they can save it is he's maybe not full heel, but he's diabolical Cody versus Randy because he's getting his get backs, right? He's taking some receipts. And that's where they make the difference is he's still who he is except for going against Randy.
If I gotta choose though, I'd rather Randy turn. Just because I love Randy.
No.
I hate face Randy. He's having too much damn fun. That's not the Randy I grew up on.
Yeah, but I love it. He deserves to have some fun.
Yeah, he's been a heel. He's been hated for so long. I think he needs to love.
I don't think Randy was ever hated. I think everybody loved 09 Randy.
I hated him. I despised him. You don't.
I don't think so, bro. I think hardcore fans loved that he was heel, but like the heat he was getting, like kicking Vince, kicking Shane,
hated that man,
kissing on Stephanie while Triple H was handcuffed to the ropes. Like heel Randy. Like legacy Randy was diabolical.
Diabolical.
Like, he did not like that guy, and you knew backstage he was an asshole.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. There's no kayfabe. You just knew that he was just being him.
Yeah,
that's why you love to hate him, Corey. I hated him. Like I had a hard time flipping my mind over to actually him being beloved in my house. It took a long time because I was like, you guys don't understand the depth of hate I have for this man.
Yeah, and you know what turned him kind of face a little bit for a little bit of time? His merch. His merch was so dope. Like his t-shirts, I named one of his shirts and like his merch, his designs, the ones that you guys didn't see, like were so dope. Like it was crazy. Like him and Edge had the best designs back in the day. Like
I love that.
I've seen designs for Randy that were left on the cutting room floor that I'm like, yo, can I have this shirt? Like, and then I would wear it around and be like, oh, what is that? Like, I don't know about this. Like, so, he had diabolical designs.
Okay, so let's talk about another heavy hitter from Friday night. Let's talk about the Jade Rhea promo, the in-ring thing. Do we feel like it landed? What do you guys think, villain?
I thought I think I messaged you guys too.
We're all gonna feel the same about this. We're all gonna feel the same.
Yeah. I felt like it, first of all, when it happened, I knew something wasn't right, but I didn't say anything in the chat. And I think, Corey, you messaged me and you said that left-handed handshake from Jade that was disrespect.
Disrespectful.
You know what I mean? But in the whole totality of it, I like that Rhea, she came forth, put it together better than Jade did, and said, "I'm that bitch." I wanted her to say, "I'm the bitch" or something like that. Not I'm that bitch, but I am the bitch. Like like you're that bitch, but I'm the bitch in WWE. And I hate saying that word. I'm sorry, but you know what I'm saying. Like you may be the champ, but I'm the one. You know what I mean? Something like that to shut it down. But I honestly felt like they talked to them after the Twitter beef that we talked about last week, and they said, "Not tonight. You got to keep it chill." And I felt like the segment, it landed a little bit, and it got me excited for the match. but you knew they were holding back. I really felt like they were holding back, and they were saying stuff, but there was hidden things in there that they were saying, and I really liked Rhea's line when she said, you're built for show, I'm built for fighting," because that was like an underlying dig,
Yep.
like you're just here to get famous and bounce. I'm here because I love this. That's like kind of like that hidden code I found in that. Maybe it's just me. It could be, whatever. But I liked it. I didn't love it because I felt like they were holding back.
Corey?
I feel like they was told in the back, calm down. Now it didn't land the way I wanted it to land because of the Twitter beef. I had expectations going in, so that's on me.
Right.
Now I do feel like there's a chance for us to look back and say, okay, I see what they were doing. They were slowly building. Mm-hmm. Because you still got like what, six weeks?
We're 38 days. We still have 38 days.
So you got 5 weeks. Yeah, you got 5 weeks. So it's like if every week it gets a little spicier, and then by the week of Mania it gets to the boiling point, then I can look back and be like, okay, the first promo, now it grew on me because I see what they were doing. But if they told them to tone it down and they tone it down all the way to Mania, the build up for this match ain't gonna be what it should be.
Right. Yeah, I'd agree. I think that for me, I wish they wouldn't have put him in the ring already, because that was great Twitter beef. It was hot, right? We were all fully invested. It was solid. We spent so much time talking about it as a group that there's some underlying beef here. There really is a problem that, we've looked back and kind of rolled some things back to see if we do see connections. And we did see that it does feel like at times that Jade is not as connected to everybody else as Rhea is. So to see that, and Corey, you've said this several times, we don't want to see Roman and Punk put their hands on each other at all until Mania, right?
Yep.
We should have given this beef equal time to build. So by putting them in the ring and putting handcuffs on them where they're putting no handcuffs on Punk and Roman is a problem for me, because we should either see the build for both or let them go hot for the next 30 days. Let them, if they're going to put them in the ring where they're looking face to face, let them go hot. And then for the next 4 weeks, we just see them do individual stuff between now and then. Right. Yeah. But to be able to watch them in the ring and you could tell they were restrained is unfair. And I think part of it is because we've talked about this, that Rhea can do an excellent promo. She can ad lib, she can throw the extras in, and she can do that. And Jade is not there yet.
Yep.
So you almost the restraint was given because you knew that if they didn't restrain them, we were either going to have another Charlotte Tiffany situation, or they weren't going to look equally matched. And I think that was the intent of the promo, is they needed to look equally matched. And I think that's why we're getting Jade Rhea to begin with, because we've all been saying all along, Jade got the belt, and we're like, why? So Rhea's going to give her some elevation. And I think that's why they had to restrain them, so they looked equal in their ability to pull off that ring feud. It was frustrating. I'm still frustrated, but I agree. I hope they give us a build to it. But if they weren't going to let them do heavy right away, they should have continued it on socials. Let them each cut a promo or be doing something else, then take a mic and make a nasty comment and build to it that way. But I hated that they already put them in the ring now, and we still have 38 days before Mania.
Well, I would have hated if it continued this on Instagram, because, or Twitter or whatever, because then we're sitting here talking about, well, you got better beef and better promos on Twitter than you do in the ring. Mm-hmm. And so we would be arguing about that. So I'm glad that, to Corey's point, I see it where there hopefully is a build. I want this Friday something to happen. Like, it doesn't have to be physical, but it has to get not personal, but the stakes got to be raised somehow. And I want to be invested in this. And like, I really want Jay to squash Michin. And I want her to put Rhea on notice. Like, you come for my belt, this is what's going to happen to you.
Right.
And then how does Rhea respond to that? You know what I mean? And that's what I need to see because right now there's no reason to have Jay keep this title past Mania at this point.
Right.
Absolutely none. So you better make me believe it, and that's how you're gonna do it.
I agree. So we'll
Sorry,
see
Corey,
how this pans out this coming Saturday or Friday, and that'll give us something to talk about for next week. So let's talk about one of my favorite things is we had a really solid Raw on Monday. There were lots of things that happened. We got lots of key components put in for us for the road to Mania. And one of the biggest was the Usos reply to CM Punk. Corey, what do you think? What do you think of the promo from Monday night?
I feel like I need unhinged Jay for the rest of his career. I don't like this G. I like when he's in the background and he can't stand still because he's so mad. And
yes,
like I like, everybody knows wrestling is scripted, and I like when the show goes off and you think, all right, I know that other stuff was scripted, but that was real.
Right.
That wasn't part of it. That was real. And that's what the whole Punk versus, I'm gonna say bloodline, because it's no longer Punk versus Roman.
Totally.
Thank you.
They're blurring the lines pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved how Punk teased this little apology, and then he did what he did. And I love how Jimmy, go back and watch it, Jimmy hit him for real. That was a shoot. That was a shoot punch. I know Punk probably told him in the back, hit me.
Lay it in. Lay it in.
But Jimmy hit him, and I heard Jay go, damn, or something like that.
Yeah.
I heard Jay say something.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think he was, but he cracked him for real. And it's like, all right, it shows that you don't need Roman every week.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's got a whole family full of Samoans there that's gonna, and Punk can feed into that. Like he said, I would be here talking to Roman if he gave a damn, but he don't. So he sent y'all. So like, you got that, and I think Roman's only gonna miss like one more Raw up to Mania, so he'll be there.
Yeah, I
he'll
think
be there almost every week. Yeah, I think it's only one. So the build to this, I feel like you were saying with Jade and Rhea, you want it to be equal, like you want it to be a feud just like this one. And I don't think it can be, because these two can stand toe to toe. In the other case, Jade can't. If like you said, it'll be Tiffany and Charlotte if they do that with Jade. So I'm loving it. I think they're now making it so like I was 100% confident that Roman was going to win, and they're doing a good job of having me going in like I really don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So that's your main event. I don't care about no other match. That's the match, and I feel like they should build this just like Austin Rock. I need vignettes. I don't need it to get physical until the week of. I do want it to get physical before Mania. I just want it to be the last Raw before Mania, when it finally blows up. That way, when you go into Mania, you got the little vignette of the whole feud, and then at the end of it, you add some music to it, and you got them two going, fighting like crazy, just like the old Austin Rock vignettes. This can be the biggest Mania match since what was it? 17 was the biggest Rock.
Yeah,
Austin
17, 18. Yeah, something like that.
I think it was 17.
Yeah.
This could be the biggest main event since then.
Yeah. Villain.
I struggle to know to say that this was better than the first Roman Punk promo. It was that good because you got, first of all, you got right hand man Jay. You got bloodline right hand man. Yo, don't disrespect my family. And I loved, and I said it in the chat, they crafted this segment to make me hate Punk.
Yes.
And the crowd started to feed into it. When they started to chant, say you're sorry, you knew they got it, because they want Punk to be that guy that doesn't care, says what he wants, and then he tried to backtrack it. Yep. What I loved about what Punk did was that he said, oh, Roman gets to talk about Dusty, and he doesn't have to apologize, but I do. And it's like, that ain't the same, bro. Nope. Like, he didn't say anything about Dusty that was disrespectful, like putting you in the ground next to him. Like, what Roman said was different. and you're trying to justify what you said because you refuse to apologize.
Right.
That's what I loved about it. He refused to apologize. He said, I'm sorry. And then I'm sorry that Roman treated you guys like, no. And then with Jay's like, you just don't get it. Like, that got me. It hooked me. I want
Cinema.
that Jay all the time. I'm tired of Yeet Jay happy running back. No, I want to run that Jay back. I want that unhinged Jay. And it's great that you were able to get that segment without Roman being there, but you felt it. You felt it because these are two big faces, and it's hard. Punk has his fans. We're all fans of Punk. It's going to be hard to boo him. But what you said in the chat was so right. Nobody's going to boo Roman. At this point, nobody's going to boo him. You could say he said everything he could. Roman treated you like crap. Roman doesn't show up. Roman said this about Dusty, and we still chanting OTC, OTC. You're not going to turn the crowd on Roman. So they laid into it, and they did it perfectly with the dad line the week before, and then this segment with Jay and Jimmy to make Punk. He's the face. He's still likable. He's still the good guy, but he's on the opposite side on this one. So I thought it was masterful what they did. It's really that storytelling that we missed, and we got that. And now you cannot wait to see what Roman's going to do on Monday. That's what I love about this. Every week, you got a point of like, I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. Because that's how it used to be on Raw when Stone Cold would get beat up by McMahon's goons or something like that. You couldn't wait to think, whoa, I can't wait a week. Damn, what's going to happen? Now you got that, and I'm here for it. So I love the segment. I love right-hand man Jay. I love cool and calm and collected Jimmy. But he said it again. Phil, call him Phil. Like, this is serious. This is personal. You coming at our family. Say you're sorry. You don't want to say it. I'm gonna crack you. Yep. And I loved it.
And I too, I agree. I mean, y'all know that I like Jay, but I've not been about the eating. Like, it's been too much. To see that real side of him on Monday was amazing. To see him being angry and being passionate, because it took me back, like, when they all turned on Jay, right? When they turned on him and they were holding him down and they threw him down. I remember being like so upset and so invested in Jay. And then, we've had this roller coaster, and to see him, to me, it felt like unity. Bloodline unity again, and we haven't felt that level of unity, because I remember at Christmas time when Roman's like, I don't even want y'all at Christmas. Right?
Yeah, I don't want to see y'all till Christmas.
I don't want to see y'all. So now they're like, we don't care what we say to each other. You don't do this to us.
That's what I liked. That's what I love.
It was the family, right? Like, I can talk smack about my sister, but you're not going to talk smack about my sister, right?
Exactly.
And I love that. And the other thing I loved about the promo is Jimmy handled his business, because Jimmy's been taking the bumps. Jimmy's been taking up bumps for a minute now. He's the one that if there's going to get a pin, he's the one looking at the lights. So to let him get his hands on Punk and really handle it, to me, was amazing. Like, I loved the entire thing. It really gave that family, like, deeper than bloodline. It really was. And let's also throw in the fact that Nia Jax also put in her 2 cents this week.
Yep.
Right? Like, this is not, and I don't think when they ask her in the interview, that wasn't Nia Jax talking. That was, you're talking smack about my family talking. And that's what, to me, is just so deeply personal about this, that again, we can't help but say, whatever Punk gets, he's going to get it, because he's going to have to own it. And that's my favorite thing.
They've made it so that when you tune into Mania, you're tuning in to see Punk get his ass whooped.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what you're tuning in for. But I do have one question. And this is for Villain, because he makes me laugh sometimes. You enjoyed Jay on Monday, right? You enjoyed that unhinged Jay. Why you don't like Ian Brown do it? Same character.
Braun Breaker?
same intensity, same. I can't get my words out because I'm so mad. You hated it though.
No, I didn't. I didn't hate it. I didn't say I hated it. I just, no, I didn't say I hated that at all. I actually liked Braun's promo, but it's different. It's
Okay.
different. There's levels to it. There's levels to it.
Okay.
Like, I felt like there was a reason for Jay to be unhinged.
Yes.
And it drove home the point that as soon as Punk said it, we all said that was violation. Like, you don't do that.
Yeah.
So it was like Jay came out earlier in the show, went at the division and all that good stuff, went backstage, and Jackie Raymond asked him about what, and then he's like, "Now, you know what? We need to handle that." You know what I mean? So you start to see like it was going to build up. Braun, like, it's not like it's forced or phony. It's
It
just
feels forced.
it does feel forced. We're not there yet. I'm not there with you yet. You know, like it feels like you're just screaming to be screaming. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the loudest one in the room ain't the toughest one in the room. You know what I mean? Like, for him. But for Jay, I mean, it came from a place like, yo, you talk about my family. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you do too. Like, my family is not super tight. My family's not as close as other families. You know, we get along and everything, but we don't kumbaya all the time. But I'm like, if you ever said something about my brothers and sisters, I'm gonna kick your ass. Like, you lucky I'm asking you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You lucky I'm asking you to apologize. I'm gonna beat apologies out of your ass. Like, you talk about my family. So, like, that's why it felt different. If that makes sense.
No, yeah, I got you. I feel like we're getting the bloodline back, like I asked about though.
Oh, I want it. I want it.
Right.
Now I want it. I want it.
Yeah, now I want it.
And I feel like if they
though.
bring it, if they bring it back, we got women in this family too. I need the family. I don't need Nia Jax.
You want proceed with caution?
Yep, she need to be involved too. She family too.
Y'all, we're not getting her back. She's building the bloodline legacy right now.
That's right.
Exactly. So when she come back, you can use that. She's family.
That's right. Absolutely.
Nia Jax is family.
And what's Snuka's daughter? She's not. Tamina's not there, but yeah, I mean, like, it'll be interesting to see it. I wish because they don't want to connect the two, but like, if Solo and those guys said something like on SmackDown, like, yo, Punk, just so you know, we see you, and then that's all you got to do.
That's all they got to do. I feel like they should do something like that because they family too.
Yeah, and I think that's what adds to it even more.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, listen, I loved Roman's promo the week before. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're here to, and we talked about it last week. You're here to sell T-shirts, like, you know, and you're here for the 30 and 40-year-old virgins living in their parents' basement, like. But like, everything he was saying, like, you kind of felt like we didn't bring you back for this kind of responsibility because you can't handle it. You can't be trusted. And I love how he said, you know what I mean?
But when he said it, it was also the truth, because if Seth didn't get hurt, Punk wouldn't be in this position.
Exactly. That's why I felt it. And like, you could feel like Punk felt it too. And he was like, you know what? Now I got to go low to get back at you. You know what I mean? So like, and it went too low. And he don't want to apologize for it. You don't want to own, when you can't be a man and say and own up to you know what, I messed up. You know what I mean? That just shows what kind of person you are, and that's why Roman hates you, because that's who you are. You know, everybody wants to cheer for you. Everybody wants to sing your song. Look in my eyes. But then when they strip that away, like, nah, man, you just a punk.
But I will tell you, I will tell you this. And this is the last thing I'll say about them too, so we can move on. People have forgot what heel Punk is, and if heel Punk shows up, we definitely gonna get a bill for the ages. If he decides, because I don't know if y'all saw it, but I think WWE posted it. When he was leaving, he had that heel smile. He's like, I got him right where I want him.
Yep.
And if he decides to just go into heel Punk, this is gonna be even better, because if you think what he said was bad, first of all, I can't wait to hear what Roman says back, because he's had 2 weeks. But if you go somewhere that Punk don't want you to go, If you bring up something that he don't want you to bring up, and he decides to tap into heel pump, this will be a build. This will definitely be an Austin Rock build.
Yeah, for sure.
If Pump comes out in the Stone Cold shirt, look out.
Well, and I think also too, this is not going to be the end. I don't think Mania is the end. This is the build, regardless of. This is going to be the summer of the heel, right? If you think what's going on with Cody and Randy, we're going to get some sort of diabolical to go into SummerSlam. This is the bigger half of that. We're going to finally, hopefully, see 2 epic feuds from Mania into SummerSlam, and that's what we missed last year.
I think this started off as a one-off because I think they wanted to see how it would work. I think in the first week they was like, "Yeah, this ain't just Mania."
Yeah. Well, I think they put all their eggs in the basket for Seth and Punk, right? Yeah. That's what they were building for. And then Seth and Punk fell down because Seth got hurt again. And they had to say, okay, what are we going to do?
Right.
But then not make it feel like it was a fill-in. And to me, this feels like this is righter than Seth and Punk ever could have been.
Yeah. Oh, I think so. I mean, Seth and Punk can pack a house. I think that match will always sell itself. But I think this one is so left field, and then you got Roman that sold it on, you know what? It's not just Seth that hates you. I freaking hate you too, and I think that feeds families. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think it feels better than Seth and Punk to us because Seth spent years bitching about Punk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roman never said nothing.
Yeah.
Because he was beneath him.
Yeah. So now that he's back and it's like, oh, I didn't know he really felt this way. Now it's like, oh yeah. See, when Seth does it, it's like, well, we've been hearing Seth do this for a decade. So it's like, it's great television and we love to see it because they was good at blurring the lines too. But it's not, Seth's not on Roman's level.
No.
And I hate to say that because I think Seth's one of the greats, but he's not.
I think he's awesome too.
I agree. Okay, so we had some other big stuff happen Monday night. We had the finally Judgment Day crash out. I mean, we have been talking about this now for so long. I mean, what do you think, Villain? What do you think with everything that happened in the ring with the turn?
I loved the turn, and because somebody had to say it, and I'm glad he finally said it. He's been holding it back. I felt like they wanted to do it, and there's always something that happens. Somebody gets hurt, like Liv gets hurt, or JD gets hurt, or something happens, and they can't really get to that point, and they finally did, and we're waiting for it because, like, really, this is who Dom has been the whole time. This is why he can never be a babyface. He is not a babyface. He's a punk. And, he hides, and he looks for shortcuts, he cheats, and all that, but he also, he needs that. It's like he can't be successful without that. And I think that tough love is not something he wants to hear. You know what I mean? Because he wants to be coddled. He wants to be, he just wants what he wants. So I'm glad for it. We're finally getting it. The Judgment Day is not going to end. It's going to limp on in the form of, two chicks and a dude. You know what I mean? I think JD is probably going to turn at some point too. But it's going to be Dom and Liv and Raquel. And we'll get a different version of Judgment Day. But the version of Judgment Day that we've seen with Finn is gone. And I'm happy for it because that's the match that's the only match that you can put Finn in at this point. Yep. That makes sense at Mania.
So, Corey, are we getting Demon Finn now?
Demon Finn will be at Mania. It's no other way. There's no other way to do it. I think I was pleasantly surprised because they did something that I didn't think that was possible. Now they got the crowd to get back on down, and I didn't think it was possible. They got the crowd to turn on Dom, and I did not think it was possible. So I'm looking forward to it. I enjoyed it. They did it perfect. It was a slow build. Hell, it was so slow that we were tired of it at one point. But like you said, people kept getting hurt, so you couldn't pull the trigger. Now everybody's here. Now, you did say one thing I don't agree with. You said they're going to limp on. Judgment Day has kicked members out before, and they always replace. There will be somebody else.
Yes.
The Judgment Day will add some. It will not just be Dom, Raquel, and Liv, because I think JD's out after Mania. I think he ends up flipping to help Finn. but they'll
That's
add
what I think.
they'll add somebody else. They've they could do nothing the rest of the way to Mania, and this match is already built because they've been teasing it for a year. So I loved it. I'm glad it finally happened. We all seen it coming, and it didn't matter. It still was great. So I loved it. I love Dom though. Dom, Rhea, Roman, people like that, they can do no wrong in my eyes. So
Dom gets it. He's great. His character is great, and his character is so well done that you how can you really cheer for him? You could cheer for him because you know he works his ass off and he's really good at what he does. But like, how can I really cheer a Punk like, where were you? You didn't help me. Why didn't you help me? Like he's like a bitch. You know what I mean? Like you just like, how can you cheer for that? You know what I mean? So it's a real testament to Dom and how he's put this character together.
Oh, sure. And hiding behind his girl. Like, and I love the whole thing, like beginning to end, except for one part. And I just don't like when Liv jumped on Finn and started like wailing on him. I'm not about that. To me, like, I know it adds to the fact that Dom's literally hiding behind everybody, including his girl. But I just, like when you see Rhea turn on Dom and she puts her hands on him, I equate that, and it's going to sound weird, but man to man, like I expect that from her. She could hand it to him and it'd be it. But
because that was his mommy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, right. But to see Liv watch Dom and JD beat on Finn, and then she's got to jump in to get licks too. I just don't like that. That's messy to me, and that's just not something that I feel good about. It'd be different if they were like saying smack, talking smack, but and I think I said this before, like when Becky smacked Punk, I don't like those things. I don't feel like it's necessary when you're telling the story, so I just didn't like that. But aside from that, I thought it was great. It's about time. I'm ready to see Demon Finn, and I think this match will cook. Like we've been talking about the matches that we think will sell seats. This has been building for so long that if somebody's been on a fence, I could see this being an in addition to matches where you're like, oh yeah, I want to see that. I want to be there for that. This would be something that's billed as a match that I'd want to see.
This to me is, I'm glad the IC belt is not involved because you don't need an IC belt to sell this match. And I really feel like this is like a opening night follow me match. Like we're gonna give me 25 minutes. I'm gonna open the show. And I dare you to follow this match. That's the vibe we're gonna get from this match. It's gonna be really good. These two are really gonna put it together, and you know they can work. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be like, they're gonna come back and do the curtain, and they're gonna be like, follow.
We're invested, right? We're so invested. This has definitely been a long story for us that we're ready to see this come to fruition. And so that would be great to see them get their hands on each other for real. Right, so something else that happened that night, we had Stephanie Vaquer with her vignette that kind of goes along with this because she was talking about what went on with Liv. What do you think about that, Corey? Her promo about Liv.
I think, and Villain was saying it earlier before we hopped on, they're pulling her back, and I think they're pulling her back because they don't want Liv to be sympathetic. And them turning on Finn also helped with that. But Liv's got to be the heel going in. And Stephanie said some stuff, especially in that first week, that was heelish. And I don't think they want Stephanie to even get close to being a heel. So they ringed her in. The promo was what it was. It did its job. They can't do anything that will get me more hyped than the first week did.
Right.
So anything they do from here on out is just a bonus to me. So it was okay, but it didn't really matter to me because I'm invested in the match now.
Yeah.
I'm invested in the match because I know it's going to be a good match. I know these two are going to work so well together. I agree with you though. I think you kind of made Stephanie back into the face and into the favorite, like the crowd favorite in this match. And I feel like that's why you did it as a vignette, not her coming to the ring and cutting a promo there, so that you can really script it. You can craft it in a way that, listen, I respect you. I respect you more if you ain't hiding behind your man and always looking for shortcuts. Is like I don't hate you because of your laugh or anything like that. Like, but like I'm her. I'm that good. Like I'm a champ for a reason, which I think people forget. Like her 2025 was as good a year as anybody's.
Yes.
And she is really that good. And I think people forget that how good she is because I don't feel like she's had a really good dance partner lately. Now
Right.
she's got a dance partner that's going to really put on a great match. She hasn't really had like a 5-star match since she won it against Io. That was the best match of that night when she won the belt. So honestly, I liked how they put Liv back in the driver's seat as the heel. Like I don't want to cheer for Liv. I really don't.
Right.
I do because I think she's good, but I don't want to cheer for her. I want to boo her because that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm not supposed to like her. So now I have a reason to not like her and to like Stephanie a little bit more, other than the fact that devil's kiss, baby. Oof.
Y'all know that's the only you can't wait for Liv to take the devil's kiss. That's what you excited about the most.
I can't. Yeah. I mean,
Come back to me, Dylan.
I hate that. I hate that Mount Warren takes the devil's kiss. Ugh.
Hey, man! Look, can you imagine at Mania the camera angle on the devil's kiss? It's just like
it's gonna be terrible because the cameramen at the big show, they're not as good as NXT.
They suck.
They're really not.
They're terrible.
Don't do that to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They do it on
disappointed.
purpose. Yeah, they do it on purpose. I mean, like there were so many angles last night that was just so great. I mean, it's just really. I mean, they're really talented cameramen. They really do a great job. Like I would have known that Ren Sinclair is Ren Sinclair. You know what I'm saying? Without the cameraman. So I appreciate that. Kendall Gray, all these people in NXT. So, yeah, it's diabolical what they do.
Yeah, I think it was a good promo. I mean, I think that her saying, I just want you to see in you what I do or some, I was kind of like, they're trying to make her be the super face, right? It was fine. It didn't land with me like it did with you guys. I was like, this is just a little too pep talky for me.
On the
little
nose.
too, let me take you in the office. I'm the counselor and I'm going to tell you can do it. That was a little too much for me. I was like, I don't need that. So it did help to watch Liv beating on Finn because I was like, this is just too pro girl power given their
well, she got pissed after she heard it because she did say, like, hey, listen, I fought in Chile and I had to grind for everything I got and like what I mean. So I think at the end of it, you cut right to her and she got pissed. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like Liv wasn't
which she had to. I mean I know the reason behind it. It just wasn't as landing well to me as it was to you guys. Okay,
right.
so we're talking about titles. We also had Bayley. She's the number 1 IC title contender now. What do you guys think of that? I know everybody loves Bayley, so I got to give you guys a minute to talk about Bayley cakes.
Bayley cakes in the house. Go ahead, Corey.
I'm gonna make y'all mad. I don't think Bayley's gonna make it to Mania again.
I don't think so either.
Becky's taking that spot. Everything can't be a triple threat match. This might be the one that's going to be the triple threat match because at some point Becky's going to get in that match. She's tweeting. She's talking about Jessica Carr. She tweeted all through the gauntlet match. It's like Becky's getting involved. So I hope for Bayley's sake, because I love Bayley, that it's a triple threat. But if it's not a triple threat, Bayley's not getting that match.
Right.
So
right.
But I love the gauntlet match. She did her thing. I mean, Bayley's great. There's enough said. Like we all know Bayley's great. She deserves to be in that spot. We all know Bayley's great.
Yeah, I know. Be nice. Like, what are we doing here? Seriously. What? You don't like Bayley? Like, this is what we're doing now?
I am not. Y'all, why? Guys, I am not invested in Bayley like y'all are invested in Bayley. I feel like she misses spots. I feel like that she is slow at times, and it is. I mean, we didn't watch the same match because I wasn't like, oh my god, this is a good match. I did not get that vibe at all. I mean, it was okay.
I thought the whole thing was good. I thought the whole thing was good. I thought Lyra was really good.
The whole thing was good, but I feel like of all of them in there, Bailey to me was the least.
Don't do this.
Well, that's just your opinion, but I think the whole gauntlet you got.
My opinion, yes, in my opinion,
I have never said this to Stacey. I got love for Stacey. We 95% of the time on the same side.
That's right.
Stacey, your opinion is wrong.
Oh, you're so cute.
It's just wrong.
I'm about to say something really vulgar, and I'm not going to. I'm gonna not say it. I'll just put it in the chat.
We're not
going to
tolerate
biased, and we know why y'all are just a little biased.
It's not that. That's not the bias for that. Like, honestly, what I'm saying is the whole gauntlet was good because I think Lyra looked really good. Ivy looked really good. She looked like, she might actually win this thing. She does
not get enough credit.
No,
she doesn't.
She does not.
It was like, she actually might win this thing. Oh, that's diabolical. But what I liked is that they're building to the Kabuki Warriors again, and that's going to be your match. Like, I think there's rumors that there's going to be at least 6 women's matches, and I think that's definitely going to be one of them. Io and sorry, I had Star Wars in my head, but you know what I mean. Kabuki Warriors, Asuka. So, and maybe Kyrie has a change of heart. Maybe you never know, right?
I think it's coming.
That's the
I think that's coming too. But I like Bailey winning the match. I think she deserves a shot. I didn't think she was going to get to Mania. That's why it's going to be next week. It's going to be a number one the IC match. I think she deserves that. We'll see how if it plays out. I think obviously Becky will get involved in that match and inject herself, and then maybe they'll make it a triple threat. Maybe not. I don't think.
Wait. That match is next week.
Yeah.
See, I thought this was for a shot at Mania. I did not realize that the match was next week.
No, it's next week.
Bailey definitely ain't making it to Mania.
No, she's not.
Yeah, Bailey definitely ain't making it. Now I'm praying
for a shame. Which is a shame.
Well, with everything else going on, we know. I think we're going to get Kyrie to turn, and she's going to face, and then she's going to get under Io's wing, and so we're going to have Io protecting Kyrie, right? And we already heard this week that the Bellas are definitely coming to Mania.
Before you get to that, because you said something about Io, I'm about to piss Barry off. Io, please go cost Rhea the title.
What?
Please. I don't want Kyrie to turn. I want Io to turn. Io.
Feel it. You better take the Amigo housing right off of your name.
I did.
That was not.
He's cursed. He's cursed.
I've been asking.
That was not very evil. Not very nice.
No, that's not nice. You can't do it.
I've been asking.
That was
for
very
the only.
You're not talking about my Rhea. No, we're not.
Hey,
all right, pipe down.
I love Rhea. The only way Rhea can lose this match at Mania is if somebody costs her. Why not Io? I told you. I've said this for a year now.
We don't need that.
Hold on. I've said this for a year now. In my opinion, Rhea cannot be champion until she overcomes the one person she's never beat.
Sure,
she's never beaten Io. Yeah. She's never beaten Io. So why not have Io turn and be like, yo, you didn't deserve this. It should have been me. Hit her with the Dolph Ziggler. It should have been me. I know. I need Io to turn on her. This whole best friends. Oh my! Have you seen Rhea's gym? She's got a damn picture of her and Io in the gym. The story is there.
That just makes you upset. That's you know what I mean.
I hate them together. I hate them together so much.
But
tell me, y'all wouldn't be invested if Io pulled something like that, and we had that.
Then you're gonna turn Io like Io's so loved. I don't see that.
I would not.
Everybody can't be face, villain. Everybody can't be face. You don't want nobody in none of the championship matches to turn.
That's
like Jesus Christ, somebody got to be a villain.
No, nobody has to be a. There's only one. There's only one villain. That's me. That's me.
Now, wait, though, Barry. You don't like you're amigo housing now. You're not even villain tonight, so even you don't like to be villain.
No, I'm
You're
still a
amigo
villain.
housing tonight. You're amigo housing.
I'm very nice and very evil. This
Villain's
is very
a
evil.
baby face. He's turned a while
He is.
ago. You know
he
that.
is such a baby face. BFB.
I am adorable. I am a friendly neighborhood villain. I mean, I can't front on that. I mean, as long as you guys know that I'm nothing but nice.
You are. It's true. Okay, so let's talk some around the trends talk. There's couple things that have hit in the last few days on socials that I want us to hit before we go out tonight. First is, and I think that you're the one that put this in the chat, Corey, Julia Tiffany. What do we think about that?
I think
wipe that smile off your face, Corey.
I think Julia's finally gonna get the recognition she deserves because y'all hate on my girl. Y'all hate on her.
I don't hate on her. She's dull.
Well, maybe Tiffany can get the crowd behind this match then, because Julia is a damn good wrestler.
She is. She's
a
very
great
good
wrestler.
She's very good.
I think part of Julia being dull is she doesn't talk English. So that's part of it. But the biggest part of it is she beat Chelsea, and nobody's happy about that.
No,
nobody wanted her to beat Chelsea.
Nobody is happy about that. But
we didn't care about her before that.
Yes, we did.
No,
she beat Chelsea the first time.
No, listen, I can't get on with the fact that she doesn't speak English, because that doesn't make any sense to me. Because I'm looking at EO. She doesn't speak much. Steffi doesn't speak much English, and they're just fine. Penta doesn't speak much English. He works just fine.
Right.
Julia is just boring.
I'm not a fan of Penta. We love Stephanie, and there's reasons for that. There's reasons we love Stephanie. Don't act like
I will tell you.
We don't even know Stephanie talking half the time. We don't hear it.
You don't even know that she has words. You don't know that she has lips, do you?
Yeah, like I don't. When she talks, we not villain. You don't be knowing when that woman tells you. Your TV probably on mute.
Who would Stephanie talk?
Stephanie. Yeah.
I know a little bit of Spanish. Pequeño. Por favor. Amigo Javi. Gracias. Amigo Javi.
You speak margaritas. That's what you speak.
And
okay. I know.
Take the English way. Maybe I'm wrong on that part. But they haven't. Okay, let's put it this way. They haven't done anything to build her character.
Yeah, and you want to blame creative, but you know what? It's on her to make it happen when she goes out there. She doesn't build herself. She doesn't do anything to make me invested in her. She really doesn't.
What did EO do to build herself?
She's the mistress of the sky.
Hell,
she
attached. Nobody cared about her jumping off that cage with that trash can for years. Nobody cared about EO. Nobody cared about EO until she attached herself to Rhea.
No, that's a lie.
Go back and watch. Go back and watch.
Corey,
I will tell you,
lie. I with everything you guys know last year with the triple threat, I was mad. I was like, why are they even in this? Like with them and Bianca, I was like, meh. And then even though it was the best match of the year last year at Evolution, also I'm still like, eh. Like to me, instead of having EO turn, I'd rather them just each go to a separate brand and we see nothing of them together.
Can't do it.
That's where I am. I need them like separate altogether. I don't even need beef. I'm sick of them in the same space, period.
I can't do it. I need beef. You have never beaten this woman. How are you gonna be the champion and there's somebody on the roster that you've never beaten? Now I'm sorry.
We can do long time storytelling and go back to it later.
It's been a long time. They've been together for over a year.
Right.
They've been together for over a year.
I
want it while it's hot.
Let them be with others. And
let me tell y'all something about me that y'all probably already know because y'all gotten to know me. I'm a sore loser.
Yes, you are. You are a bitter Betty.
Oh,
you live.
I cannot handle losing.
No, you cannot.
So if my best friend who's never beat me is up for a championship, I'm gonna have some feelings.
Mm-hmm.
So
wait. Here's the difference. They're girls.
Y'all more competitive than we are.
Yes, yes, and I get that. However,
Hell, women don't even like women.
You're not wrong. You're not.
Yeah,
wrong.
I mean that is a fact. That's fact.
That's very true. So now we have to talk about another important trending topic because I know you guys want to get to. We just saw yesterday and today, Oba, Brock. What do you guys think about that?
Go ahead, Corey.
Come on, Corey.
I'm happy for y'all that we're getting the match. I'm happy for y'all. I'm gonna tell you why I don't want the match. Because it came out at the same time the news of the match came out that Brock Lesnar will not lose until he retires.
Right.
If Brock Lesnar goes to creative, he has.
That's what he said, right? That's what he said. That's the rumor.
I don't even think that's a rumor. Brock Lesnar has that kind of control in his character to where if he says, I don't want to lose until my last match, then why are we putting him in there with Oba, who we know should not come close to losing anytime soon? Was that match
announced or what?
No. It's a rumor. They're saying that's the
plan
now. Yeah, that's one of the rumors. There's a plan right now for them too. Which I mean, I feel like they keep going back and forth. And I feel like they're not going to announce that match until they know if Seth can go or not. Because I still feel like Seth and Brock is the match.
Because I feel like they teased it a little bit because they said, Brock Lesnar will be here next week. I wonder what Brock thinks about Seth attacking Heyman. So they're still, to your point, Corey, they're still playing with it. Like, if he can go, it's going to be Brock Seth. If not, we'll pivot to Oba and Brock, and that'll be Brock is either going to face one of those two men.
And I think if Brock's hell bent on not losing until at least SummerSlam, don't put him in there with Oba, because that means then we done wasted a WrestleMania match that's not going to have a clean finish because you're not beating Oba. It's not, if you beat Oba, you've ruined him already.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I don't. That's why I don't want to see the match. I want to see the match, but I want it to be Brock's last match. And we all know with the character of Gunther, it's not going to be his last match. Gunther's going to do it.
Right.
So I feel like I hope Seth can go because I feel like that's the better story. There's no build to Brock and Oba other than Brock's a monster, Oba's a monster. Right. And that's really, I mean, that is all the build you need, but everybody knows that Brock ain't going to lose.
Well, I mean, we're assuming. I hope he looks at the lights. I hope he doesn't. I don't need Brock to win every match. Nobody wants to see that. We don't need that. We got like 15 years of that. We don't need that. It's time for you to give back, dude.
But see, that's where I push back. Brock does give back. Brock has looked at the lights for people, a lot of people. My thing is
when he wants to.
Yeah. No, I give you that. You saw what he did to Dean Ambrose.
That was all the top stars.
Yeah. Listen, look. I'll be fair. You're right. Brock does give back. He does look up at the lights, but a lot of times, like, did we need to see Brock demolish Cena?
Cena wanted that.
No, Cena wanted that, but did we need to see it? No, we didn't. We didn't want to see it. We wanted to see Cena get one on Brock if we were going to get that match, and we had to get that match.
But I feel like
nobody asked for it.
But I feel like it's best for business if Brock does say, "I'm not losing until my last match," because then now Gunther's even bigger of a monster because Brock's running through people. Yep. So it's best for. But then
you also know he's going to lose. He's going to lose to Gunther. Like we
already know that though. That's anticlimactic. We already know. We knew Cena was going to lose. We knew AJ was going to lose. If he gets Ray, we know Ray going to lose.
That's right.
We knew he was going to kill Dragon Lee on Raw. We knew all these things.
Yeah.
Which is why I hate the gimmick. I hate the retirement gimmick because you know the outcome.
Yeah. It's predictable, and even the match, no matter how good or bad the match is going to be, we know the outcome. So what's the point?
Yep.
Right.
Which is why on one of these, and I know you don't want to hurt the character of Gunther, but which is why one of these retirement matches he got to lose.
Yeah.
Because then you make it unpredictable. It's like, oh, he really can lose. Like I wouldn't mind him. I wouldn't mind him facing Ray at Mania, and then we have some stuff go on, and they find a way for Ray to sneak out and win.
Right, so he has to revisit it. Right, yeah. So he has to revisit every match for sure. Yeah, I agree because if the only time if we get to see Gunther wrestle is if he's retiring somebody, who cares? That means he's just wrestling a bunch of old guys that need to retire.
Yep.
That doesn't make him any stronger or any better. That just means they're only letting him wrestle the old guys. But that kind of goes along to something else that I've noticed, like, one of the things that I'm hearing everywhere is that we don't want our top people to lose clean. So, to Brock saying he's not going to lose until he's retiring. We have a lot of people right now that don't get pinned clean, right?
Mhm.
Because they're worried about the top stars getting pinned. But the problem is, if you don't lose, there's no build up to something better. Why does every single match have to be the end of something? Why isn't it just a build to something else? Because the feuds of back in the day, if they were, the same two guys would wrestle 50 times. And it didn't matter if somebody's getting pinned, because to Corey's point, great, you get pinned this time, you fight harder the next time. But we don't get that anymore. It just has to be run-ins and shenanigans, because I'm not going to lose clean.
Nobody remembers the Lash pinned Rhea.
Right.
Nobody remembers. It does not hurt.
Right.
Like Rhea's for man or woman, Rhea's probably the top 3 biggest star in the company. She ate a pin to a newbie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and nobody remembers it because she's Rhea. Like,
she's Rhea.
Roman. See, Roman did it smart. Roman didn't take a pin for years. So when you finally pinned him, it meant something.
Yes.
Yeah, and now the guy that did it is hurt. It sucks.
Facts. Yeah. They blew that one.
Even
before he got hurt, they wasn't taking advantage of it.
Right.
No,
right,
they didn't build anything from it.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like the old days of, like, I remember hearing Roddy Piper talk about it. Him and Hogan and those guys wouldn't let you put their shoulders on the mat. They're going back to that. It's like, yo, wins and losses in pro wrestling don't matter.
Right. Because if you think about it, you just said, so Oba can't be pinned, right? They can't pin him because he's a monster. If Oba can't be pinned because he's a monster and Brock can't be pinned because he's a monster, then why are they giving it to us to begin with? Mm-hmm. But then also, then why can't Oba be pinned? Was he never pinned in NXT? So he's going to come to the Blue Brands. So he's going to come to the Blue Bands and Red Penners and never gets pinned. At some point, there has to be relevant feud. So because again, it's predictable. Great, he comes out. We all get into it because we love Oba, and I love Oba. At some point, we're going to get tired of seeing him pin everybody too.
I'm going to give you pushback on that. You can't pin Oba for a while because you built him up to be this super monster. But you don't want him to take a random loss out of nowhere, because you want, when he loses, it's going to make somebody else.
The loss at Mania is something.
No, it's too soon. He just got there. Now, I can tell you what they can do. If they give us Brock, nobody has to win. Give us an all-out brawl. Tear some stuff up. Destroy the side of the ring. Like, no contest. They've destroyed everything. You can do that, and you can make them both look strong.
Great. And that's great. That would be an ideal solution, because then they could actually toe to toe. But I don't know that Brock has it in him to toe to toe right now. He doesn't have it in him. Look at Rumble when he was like, y'all, get me out of here.
Get me out of here. Like,
I feel like that was more. I feel like that was more Jay. It was like, I'm not sitting here for this, man. Cody, throw me out.
Okay. It was a Rumble. And he was like, I can't do this. I'm out. Throw me out. So I don't know that he has it in him to be able to do an intense, all-out war.
Yeah, do we want to see that either? I mean, like, I don't know.
Give me SummerSlam Brock versus Roman. That kind of match with him and Oba. They destroyed everything ringside. Brock can go through that. Brock can do that.
I don't know that Brock can do that anymore.
Well, then he can't face Oba, because that's the only solution. Because if you're not going to lose, if you're not going to look at the lights, I'm not letting you pin my superstar who I'm trying to build for the next year or so to be this monster. To be the next greatest monster. Yeah, I'm not. He is the next Brock Lesnar. I'm not letting you beat him. So if you don't want to look at the lights and you can't physically go toe to toe and have a schmoz, we're not doing the match. Seth better get cleared.
I'd rather not see it at all until it's important. But again, to your point, it's not going to be important, because Brock is never going to take the pin to Oba, because he's got to take the pin to Gunther.
Unless Brock comes up, unless Brock goes to management and says, I don't want to face Gunther in my last match. I want to face Oba. Because no matter what Gunther does, Gunther is not the next Brock Lesnar.
Well,
That's
he's not
over.
believable.
Oh, I think he's believable against everybody but Brock.
That's what I'm saying. I don't believe him versus Brock. I don't believe him versus Brock.
And I feel like I know they've created this gimmick for him, but I think Brock, and I think looking at the Rumble and Brock seeing that kid face to face, and I think Brock respects Oba enough to let Oba be the one to do it.
I hope so.
Yeah.
So
I hope so.
I hope he goes to him and says, "Look, even if they do it at Mania, let it be a no contest and they revisit it in Minnesota."
Yep. I'd be here for that. Awesome, y'all. Well, we had another great night talking all things WWE. Great talking. Can't wait to see what happens on SmackDown and then Raw coming up this week. Let's get out of here. Corey, why don't you close us out?
Hey, Sirius, if you're watching, I want you to see how a host the show. All right, we got in and out of everything. Okay, when you come back next week, when you come back next week, you get it right. Hey, y'all, every Wednesday, 9:00, come back, get this WWE news. I'll let y'all next week.
Like Corey, my boo villain, Amigo Housen.
Amigo Housen.
Guy.
Thank you. Listen, great show. I'm so happy for you. Proud of you. You did a great job tonight. Like you said, listen, we're on all social platforms. Get us on X, on Facebook, or Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, wherever you can find us. Our shows are on Spotify. There's no excuse you can find us. Tell your friends about us. We're doing great stuff. We got a lot of things planned for you as we head into March Madness, heading down the stretch to WrestleMania, the draft. I know, Sirius and the boys cooking up something for that too. So we got content all week. You can find us anytime. Pleasure doing the show with you, boo. Peace.
All right, y'all. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's been a great night. I want to take a shout out for a couple people. We know that right now it's Women's History Month. And so I wanted to say hey to some of my favorite female content creators and podcasters. We know our girl, Sid Virginia, she just hit 10,000. We're so excited for her. Love you. Can't wait to have you on again. One of my personal faves, my fellow Boricua, Wrestle with Honey. You got to follow her on all social platforms. Amazing. Kayla Kayfabe, she just put out our WrestleMania bingo card. Get to her, follow her, to help us check off the boxes, see what we're going to do. And some of my new favorites, Main Event Mamas, they are putting out some amazing podcast content. So go follow some of our other women content creators and podcasters doing great things. Thank y'all for joining us again. See us on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern on all social platforms for our Total Sports. Again, Villain said this, we've got March Madness coming up. I don't know about y'all, but I'm already working on what my bracket is going to look like. Can't wait to get that going. We had free agency this week. Whew, what a crazy week. Matt Crosby, go check that out. That was hot topic for the guys last night. Always come see us on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Stream us whenever, wherever on YouTube and Spotify at The Executive's View. And then Backstage Business. We'll see you guys next week, Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Love you, fam. Bye.